You're watching PTV.
I want my PTV.
I want my PTV.
I want my PTV.
You're watching PTV.
You're watching PTV Live Holiday Edition. Starring Arnie De Herrera, Doug Silva, Ben De Herrera, and and Sherry Ketzel. Featuring all your favorite Christmas crafts with Sherry. Holiday drink recipes and holiday home decorating tips from the boys. Holiday shopping and so much more. It's time now for PTV Live.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to PTV Live. I'm Arnie.
I'm Doug.
I'm Ben.
I'm Sherry.
And look at that. Under Sherry is Chatty. Yeah. Chatty, still visiting part of the Christmas Forest. That's going to be an ongoing thing, of course, all season for the holiday edition. How is everyone doing? Please let us know how you're doing. If just type something in the chat, let us know how you're doing tonight. I know we're excited that Christmas is approaching quickly.
70 days from today? Don't you have the little
69.
Actually, 69.
69 days.
Don't you have the thing that right?
I don't have the thing tonight. No, I don't.
I'm not ready.
Oh.
I feel so.
We're well over 3/4 of the way done.
We will go ahead and show you a little bit of the Christmas Forest update a little later on tonight. But yeah, we're coming very close to it. Yesterday. Wow, what a weekend we had.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yesterday, we spent the morning and early afternoon with Fox Hollow and a fundraiser that they were doing. It was for No Kid Hungry. In fact, why don't we go ahead and bring them in? But first, before we do that, let's see where Chatty is. Well, as it turns out, this time Chatty is actually hanging on the miniature tree where Chatty will be living for the season. Right there on the top of the tree. But look, I want you to pay attention to the lights. Sherry was so kind. She was at Michael's a couple of weeks ago. She saw these lights, knew that I had been looking for something, and she says,
hard.
let me get those for you. Oh, I have them here. So, yeah, the miniature lights just fit so perfectly on that
I'm
tree.
glad. How many strands did you use?
I used 2 strands per tree. There are 2 trees if you look at the that castle table there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wonderful.
I forgot about that because I was going to say that doesn't look like very many ornaments.
Yeah.
No, it's
not. It's the ornaments are split among 2 trees this year.
Yeah, we couldn't. There was no way it could go on.
I don't think I'm going to be able to use the miniature tree this year for all my ornaments.
Yeah. See, both trees there. Yeah. It fits better with 2 trees.
It doesn't look so cluttered, and you can see. I mean, it was pretty much. He was having 3 on every branch. It was stupid. You couldn't see it.
It was overwhelming.
I
You couldn't
had
see it.
4 on each branch for a while, and I got a whole slew of new ones this year. So
Yeah, it's overwhelming. So anyway, as I was mentioning, Fox Hollow was with us. Well, we were with Fox Hollow yesterday for their first live show, and they did a fundraiser for No Kid Hungry. And I'd like to go ahead and bring them on and welcome them with us. Hello, guys.
Hey!
That's Dave and Todd. For those of you that do not know who
I just
Fox
call them
Hollow
Rod
is,
and Todd because it's just easier.
Thanks,
well,
Doug.
that's like we had a friend who never could tell Arnie and Benny apart, and he called both of them Barney.
Barney. Oh, gee. Oh, that's right. I remember that. That was years ago.
When they were little.
so
Like I said, years ago.
So I wanted to have Dave and Todd on, just talk a little bit about what happened yesterday. Now, what brought this up? Why did you select to participate with No Kid Hungry?
We're always really big into giving back to the community and doing volunteering. And I was doing some research on like kind of quirky holidays to kind of coincide with our show. And I stumbled across World Food Day and saw what the meaning was behind it. And I'm like, okay, I've been kind of wanting to do a fundraiser through us for a charity, and then something just clicked inside my brain, and I'm like, oh, let's fundraise for No Kid Hungry. And then I reached out to you, and then also Donna, and you guys were right on board with it. And
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
So
great. We had a great time.
if you can see Donna's little logo is kind of moving there right now. That is because Donna participated. She made some apple pie crescents yesterday. Guys, you made pumpkin whoopie pies or pumpkin gobs.
still have some here right in front of me here.
And Doug and I put together.
So we were raising money. When we were done, we raised enough. 715. There's the new, but this is ours. It's called an apple fritter quick bread.
Ooh.
So we glazed it. We has all the pictures of it. So we haven't eaten it.
We have not even tasted it yet. This is a kind of a recipe. Doug did some research and put this recipe together.
Do you like heels? Ugh, I don't.
What's wrong with the heel?
Nope.
But yeah,
I completely threw it away.
as of what about half hour ago, we are at $865. I know it shows on the donation site $840, but my mom has reached out to me and she's going to be contributing $25.
Oh, that's wonderful. So right now the goal. So you're $865.
Wow.
Actually, this turned out better than I expected. I don't know if it tastes as good as it looks, but man.
Go ahead.
Let's try this out.
Let's try this out. Here, I'll take the fork.
Well, let me get mine in here.
And we'll give this a try.
Well, I guess I can probably give you one of the gobs here since they're going to be eating it also.
I'm sure that there are plenty here tonight that did not participate in the fundraiser yesterday, but if you would be so kind, we are still looking to hit $1,000 for the goal. The window of opportunity for donating is open until Friday.
Yes.
Friday at midnight, 9 p.m. in the West Coast.
Okay.
Well, it's moist.
That looks good. Now I'm hungry.
And as a tribute to you guys, I have my old school McDonald's Walt Disney World glass with my glass of milk here.
We will be giving this recipe to Todd and Dave so they can post it in their description of their video. And I gotta say,
I usually lie to say, oh, it's great, and really it isn't. This is phenomenal.
It's
oh my god,
very
it is
good.
really
Yeah, it looks amazing.
good.
So we highly
And I'm
recommend
fussy. I don't like a lot of things I make.
Ben, I know you're a big fan of apple fritters. You'll love this.
Holy mackerel! It tastes like a donut. Has the
save it
crust, and it has little chunks of apples. And oh my god, this is amazing! I was a little suspect at it.
Arnie, I wanted to say thank
Holy
you so much for you guys' help with everything.
You are very welcome.
And I know Donna's in the chat also, and I wanted to
Yes, absolutely.
send all my love and appreciation to her as well too.
And
Because
there's Donna.
without you guys,
Holy crap!
yesterday would not have been as much of a success as it was. So thank you guys again for everything.
Absolutely. So if you go ahead there, let's see, Mike Wheeler and Donna have been posting the link to the fundraiser there in the chat. So if you feel generous or if you'd like to help out, we would love to have you participating with the fundraiser. We're trying to get to $1,000 for No Kid Hungry.
Also, every dollar that goes to this feeds 6 children.
10 meals.
10 meals. Oh, I thought it was children.
Yeah.
I'm just actually enjoying this, and I don't like anything.
Let me try this.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
this is good.
Yeah, here goes
Try
Dave
one of
with
the pumpkin gobs real quick.
Yeah, go ahead, give it a try.
Holy
So good.
macaroni.
looks plenty moist. So
What I love about this recipe, they're so soft. They're so good. Oh, excellent.
And so one more time, guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We really appreciate you taking time out.
Holy macaroni, this was good.
We have a new recipe.
it's
This
an honor
is-
to be on you guys' show because you guys are really at the heart of YouTube, and
Holy macaroni.
I cannot say that enough.
Oh.
It was very fun.
Dave, Todd, thank you so much.
It was a good 2 hours.
Job well done. And I say we do it again next year.
I absolutely. If you guys are on board,
We'll do it again next
we
year.
will definitely be down for it.
Absolutely. And by the end of our show, we'll give an update of the money raised for the fundraiser. we'll see if we can't get an update for that by the end of the show. In the meantime, guys, thanks for joining us tonight. We really
Thank you. It was fun
appreciate it.
yesterday. Please donate. The link's there. And these recipes are all going to be available on the interwebs.
Yes.
I don't know where they're going to be, but we'll get them
I just
out.
donated.
Huh?
I just donated.
Oh, well,
Before I
thank you.
forgot.
Thank you.
My old feeble brain would forget if I didn't do it right now.
Thank you so much, Sherry.
You're welcome.
Dave, Todd, you have
All
a
right.
wonderful evening. Have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. We will talk with you
Guys.
later.
Yeah.
Have a great show.
Yep. Have a great show, guys.
Thank you. Good night, guys.
Bye.
So,
This would be great with some ice cream.
I think
I
so
might
too.
have some ice cream.
Oh, that was great.
Slightly warmed up. Ooh.
Todd and Dave, they're just so generous with their time and
It was
and
very
talent.
it was when you think about, helping things out, and they also help adults too. It's called No Kids Hungry. It's a real organization, and it was really fun. They said, "You want to do it?"
I want
Sure.
to point out what Paul just said. We just hit $1,000.
Oh no, we did not.
What?
Really?
What?
Someone go
We
on
just
the
hit $1,000?
that website and refresh.
Oh my goodness! Could someone, Donna or Mike, if anyone could verify that,
Refresh.
that'd be
refresh.
fantastic.
Mike Wheeler said they hit 1,000.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my word!
Oh gosh, people.
Thank you,
This is worth $1,000.
Oh, my goodness,
I'm
everyone.
fussy.
Paul.
My company did it.
Oh, Paul. Paul, thank you so. Paul, our Hallmark savant. Thank you so much, Paul.
Oh, I bet he's counting down the hours and not days for Friday.
Yeah.
Because Friday's officially Christmas starts.
Yeah.
Christmas, Friday morning, Christmas starts. Full on.
D&G is saying
thank
they
you
put
for helping it
1,000.
up.
my God,
Thank you
you
so
guys.
much. We really appreciate it. Thank you very much, guys. Oh my goodness.
It's
Thank
a
you.
$1,000 Apple thing. I like it. Thank you, everybody. That was.
Oh,
Thank you.
That's great.
yeah, we did it.
Well,
Todd,
there,
Dave,
Todd,
again,
Dave,
thank you. Thank you so much for that. That was
we just
amazing.
wanted a little bit.
It was so much fun. We had a great time. I wanted to just touch on the fact that the Taste of World Market is coming up. It will be next month, I believe it is. We are going to be doing various flavors of the season that are all available at Cost Plus World Market. Of course, those stores are available in various locations around the country, so you can go ahead and check it out and see if maybe something you get might be something we try on the show. Ben, are you looking forward to it?
Well, I'm hungry right now, so yeah.
Really? We had our
Are you-
leftover cream and chicken dinner.
There's- Oh, never mind.
What?
I was going to say there's dessert upstairs.
I'm sure there is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that was very kind of everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean-
thank you, Donna. She's going to go in ninja mode. She won't be doing that.
Yeah, thank you,
Yeah,
Donna.
Donna's not feeling well. So.
Yeah, she
Wow.
needs
Look
to.
at what Mike Wheeler said.
What?
They're now at 1060.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
People.
Everyone, thank you so much for your generosity.
It's really hard when you live in a country like we do that has such an extreme bounty that
Yeah.
we have a food problem, and there's areas that are considered food desert. And what a food desert is not easy access to fresh fruits and vegetables and just fresh food.
Yeah.
And we kind of live in a food desert. It's basically fast food. And in our city, just to give you an idea, we have a population of 62,000 people. And just within the city limits, an actual grocery store with a deli and have that, so a real true grocery store, we have 3. So
You know,
we kind of live in a food desert-ish. It's
well,
sad.
you know what's heartbreaking is like at school, they deliver boxes of fruit, and they can only keep it for so many days, and then they have to throw it out, even though it's perfectly good fruit. They
Mhm.
cannot give it away, although the staff will take it.
Yeah.
You know, we're like hawks on that fresh fruit because the kids, they're not going to eat. I mean, they have beautiful pears, beautiful
Oh,
apples.
Yeah. I've seen it.
Yeah, we shared all. It's sad. The waste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's sad that this is.
But we're so thankful that everyone is just so generous. We thank you, our village. Thank you very much.
Thank you for doing that. So
But the Taste of the World Market is coming up, and there's one more thing I want to talk about before we take a break here.
There is?
Yeah. Tortillas and Christmas clatter. What that means is the fact that
Todd's amazing.
Todd is a guy.
Another Todd. I think you have a Todd thing.
Todd is the owner of the YouTube channel Christmas Clatter.
And like the Rose Such a Clatter?
Yeah.
It's a real cool name.
Yeah. So he is he does a weekly show on Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern. And you can...
We won the contest on Wednesday. I'm so happy. I knew the first and last name.
Yeah. So anyway,
I'm like,
he sometimes does giveaways, he does interviews, and anyway. But the reason why tortillas are mentioned is because of this. We have a grocery store near us, and this is the aisle of tortillas. You can see that it just goes on and on, stacks and stacks of tortillas. And Todd mentioned it on his show that where he lives, you get maybe 3 choices, and that's it. But here we are, of course, there's a huge stack. Now, the reason why...
Holy cow!
Yeah, it just keeps going.
Yeah. Because, again, we live in California, and where we are has a high Hispanic population.
Are those low carb?
There's a lot of fancy ones. We have fancy tortillas, and we have Joe Blow everyday tortillas. But I mean, a plethora.
It looks like they've got different ones there.
No, there's low carb there too.
There's a lot of
lots of
fancy
choices
pants.
there, Sherry.
Yeah.
But I bring this to your attention because on Wednesday, November 2nd, we are going to be on Christmas Clatter.
Yes.
So we're really excited about that.
Please join his thing, and he's going to interview us. It's going to be part of his podcast. So his show is like a podcast. Can you talk? I need some more bread. Apple fritter bread. But that's what we wanted to do. So we wanted to expand our Christmas community. So please join us on Wednesday, November 2nd.
9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m.
I'll have to
Pacific.
refigure what I'm doing for dinner.
On Christmas Clatter. But that is for, in 2 weeks from Wednesday. 2 weeks from Wednesday, we'll be on Christmas Clatter with Todd. And we're really looking forward to that. So, okay, everyone.
I'm kind of jealous of him because 2 weeks ago he went to Bromers. And Frotmouth, Frankenmuth, Michigan.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much the world's largest Christmas store, and it's like,
so we're
kind of want to go haunt that place sometime.
Destination.
Yeah,
it
there's things in there that could come around. I would haunt other places too.
Now we do have other channels that support us, and we'd like to support them by showing you what's streaming this week. You'll see that in the next break as we go to just take a quick break here. You're watching PTV Live. We'll be right back. We use the Friendly TV app to watch Hallmark. And now we can watch Lifetime, History, A&E, and more. There are over 30 channels from which to choose. We can even add Hallmark movies now to our subscription. Plans start at just $6.99 a month with no commitments. Download the Friendly TV app today at try.friendlytv.com.
You can help support the broadcast quality episodes of The Orlando Guide by shopping online for my exclusive Orlando, Florida themed clothing, including my ultra soft fleece hoodies for men and women, or the immensely popular tie-dye caps that fits all sizes. With my 407 original brand apparel, you can tell the world you love Orlando without saying you love Orlando. Shop now at The Orlando Guy, where American Express is warmly welcomed.
You're watching PTV.
I just keeping it out of the way. Hello, everyone. We're back.
I'm a pile of booze in front of me. One that actually never smelled this before, but it smells like an old monk. It's a little musty. My little old monk. There's one that actually it's like a little old monk. It's a bottle. It's supposed to be really cool. I opted for the cheaper one. I didn't monk bottle. It's an old monk. Smell it. It smells musty.
Okay, I actually also have to do one of these. Let's see if it pops up. It is.
Oh god,
There it
you're
goes.
doing that again.
Yeah, except that there was a comment earlier here saying Frothmouth Dougism time.
I don't know. It was Frank and Frothy something.
Thank you, Bob.
I don't know a lot of these towns.
So this is a holiday inspired with Halloween approaching.
But you couldn't tell in this room with all the Christmas crap. But we have a drink called Shrunken Ned's Head. Very Disney.
Yeah.
Very Disney, if you don't
So,
know.
We have
Google it.
We have our little shot glass here where we do all the measurements, and I take out the glass so I can actually see the measurements.
Okay.
But in the ingredient list, you'll see 1 ounce of lemon juice, Doug pre-squeezed lemon, so that's an ounce of lemon that we're going to throw in there.
1 ounce. Made 1 lemon.
And then we start with the dark rum. I guess that smells like an old monk.
It does.
It's 1.5 ounces of dark rum.
That doesn't smell like rum.
So we're going to do 1.5 ounces. Throw 1 in there and another 1/2 ounce.
We'll see how this goes.
There we
But
go.
it has everybody's favorite Kahlua.
And let's see, we'll go with the white rum next.
Okay.
And that is
Where's-
1 ounce.
Okay, that's the monk is.
And next time we can buy a smaller bottle of this rum. So
Is he?
yeah,
Yep.
there we go.
Yep. Musty. Oh, it does say monk.
So that's 1 ounce of rum there. And then we have Kahlua, and that is 3/4 ounce.
No.
No, that's the Kahlua cap. There we go. 3/4 ounce of Kahlua. A nice coffee liqueur. For those of you that may not be familiar with it. So we'll throw that in there as well. And then let's see, we have simple syrup. And that is going to be 1/2 ounce of simple syrup.
Oh, you're making a mess.
Okay, so 1/2 ounce of simple syrup. There you go. And then finally, 1.5 ounces of pineapple juice. So we'll go ahead and open up this can.
Do you need a knife?
Nope, I got it. There it is. So we're going to do 1.5 ounces. What's going on there?
Nothing. I'm just very entertained by your can opening skills.
Oh. I clipped my nails, so it's kind of hard to get it. So there we go. Now,
We'll chug this later, maybe.
once again, this drink
Ooh, I
is
put that in
brought
there.
to you by Cruising for Food, as Cruising for Food donated this wonderful little
Yeah.
shaker. It's a
I
water
told her not to.
Waterford crystal. So we shake it up. Get it chilled. And then we open it up and go ahead and strain it into the glass.
Oh, we don't need that thing anymore.
You don't need what anymore?
Oh, it's a Boston. I think it's called a Boston strain or something like that.
No, that's the Boston Shaker.
Okay, this is a Boston shaker. This is a separate strainer kind of thing.
It's a strainer.
But we don't need this, so because it's built
No,
into
what we
the
have
shaker.
is fancy.
But there we have Shrunken Ned's Head.
It looks like a dark and stormy.
Go ahead and give that a shot, Doug. See what you think.
Yeah. Just right of everything.
Good balance of flavor. Get a little acid there. You okay?
Yeah.
Between the pineapple and the lemon, I would assume that you'd have a lot of acid.
I would probably just do an ounce of Kahlua. 3/4 is stupid, but it's really good. It's
More Kahlua
just,
the better, right?
it's just there. Or maybe I should go get the ice cream.
That's good.
It's very
Does it
good.
need- Does it need boysenberry?
Oh, we'll get to
It
that.
does. We will get to that.
We'll get
though,
to that.
because we do have some boysenberry, but we'll explain that in a bit. But in the meantime, we've got drink in hand. It's time to go ahead and check out Hallmark Channel, which is going to be doing the Hallmark Countdown to Christmas starting Friday.
Oh, I bet Paula's
But
just
this-
tickled to death.
This has been the the last week of Fall
Yeah.
into Love, and let's go ahead and talk about that movie that we watched on Hallmark Channel.
What happened?
Paul's there. OMG! Thank God.
How you celebrating? What are you going to eat? What are you going to do when you wake up? Is it going to be like this, like,
Count-
Friday mornings has got to be great.
Yeah, because Countdown to Christmas is Christmas movies 24/7 on Hallmark. So
No, Hallmark says Christmas starts on Friday, so you got to listen to Hallmark.
yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I'm just kind of curious.
Oh, good. Apparently, everyone loves his cooking. That's
Oh, that's
fantastic,
excellent. Yeah,
Lothar.
you got yours. We're not too
So-
far behind you.
Sherry, did you happen to see the movie at all?
I did.
Okay, Ben, did you watch it?
I did.
Okay, so we can get a good review here. The concept of the film is that this girl moves from small town Nebraska. Kind of sounded like Penny from The Big Bang Theory.
Yep.
But instead of going to Los Angeles to become a movie star, this particular person named Piper, moved to New York without knowing what she wanted. She just know she wanted something different than what
To
her family
find herself.
was offering with the family business. She did not want that. So she went to New York to find herself.
And she gave herself 2 months, sublet an apartment, wanted to do something. It was all kinds of crazy. And I have to say it was a excellent movie to end this Fall into Love series.
First of all, Amy Teagarden.
She's good.
I like Amy. What do you think, Sherry?
Yeah, she's okay. She's not my favorite, but she's better than others.
Yeah.
Yeah. I liked her when she was on Friday Night Lights. So, she's carrying it over now that she's an older actress and doing pretty well for herself now with Hallmark movies. The last time that I saw her was A New Year's Resolution. That was 1.5 years, almost 2 years ago now.
Wow, that's the one where we had Michael Strickland as a guest.
Yes, we hosted one of the stars of that movie.
Yes, we did.
So that was fun. But Amy, very sweet character, almost doe-eyed innocent in the city, half glass full kind of person. So I identified with that.
I couldn't identify that. Oh, I don't know what I want to be, or I'm trying to find myself, because that just never was me. But the premise was, going overbearing parents. What, you have to live your life because of somebody else.
Yeah.
I thought the chemistry great. The story was fine. It was not really predictable, but predictable enough for Hallmark. I gave it a solid 9. I liked
so
it.
I'm reaching out to Paul here at this point and saying, Paul, Eichenlaub. He is, like I said, our Hallmark savant. What did you think of it? Did you rate it with how many Ben burritos?
Do you think it was a good last one to end this? Because they take a whole time and fall into love, and I thought they did.
Yeah, so Doug gave it a 9.
I liked it.
Definitely. But with this in mind, I also want to go through the checklist for Autumn in the City. Okay, so look at that. Paul gave it 3.5.
That's pretty high.
So that's a good high rating. Okay, so with this one, the establishing drone shot.
Oh,
Yes. Yeah.
It's New York.
Yeah, it's New York.
Yeah.
Doug, you liked the font choice.
No, I did not. It was too scrapbooky. They used it for everything. It was all caps. Very, very bad font choice. Really, and it's horrible. Just horrible.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Really talking to Ben here.
Paul is sick of the love crap.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Hallmark.
Woman goes back to hometown? No,
No,
actually
it's the
she left
opposite.
hometown and
Never
went to
went
the big
back.
city. Yeah, went to the big city.
And
Was there an almost kiss?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, there was.
There was.
Okay, and Benji's got a comment saying, if a movie doesn't have an establishing drone shot, is it really even a movie?
Nowadays on Hallmark, no.
Was there a misunderstanding?
I wouldn't call it a misunderstanding
No.
as much of withholding of information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't. Yeah. It was withheld.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It really wasn't a misunderstanding. It was like a lack of trust for someone to be faithful enough to understand the situation.
Now, did you find that there was a music montage?
I found 1.5 music montages.
Mhm.
Yeah, definitely. It did happen. Okay. And then fall decor?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
definitely.
It was done well.
Yeah, definitely.
You found it in the established shots in the what they referred to as Central Park, but you could tell the film was not necessarily filmed in New York.
Oh,
I'm
no.
still-
Show.
I'm still a little lost though about the fall leaves that were left. Did I miss something?
You missed something because at the
Okay.
beginning of the film, Amy Teagarden and Evan, whatever his name was, they had a misunderstanding in the beginning of the relationship
Right.
where she got annoyed that he stole a cab that he thought he was
Right.
hailing down for her. Well, when they got into their apartments across from each
Yeah.
other, he was talking about how she needed to be less bright-eyed about the city and be more of a realistic New Yorker, and how he talked about how he wasn't necessarily wild about the piles of leaves everywhere.
Yeah, I got that part, but I didn't.
She put the leaves up on his door, and then he gave her something else back on her door, and then she left an entire pile of leaves on the threshold of his
Okay.
door. So it went back and forth. That's
Okay.
where all the leaf things come
Okay.
from.
Yeah. And Jonathan's asking, has there ever been a movie with the usual formula where you thought the girl leaving a new promotion for the small town life and love was wrong?
I think they had stuff kind of.
I think that would be the antithesis of a Hallmark film.
I mean, there's
Yeah.
movies out there, but Hallmark won't touch that with a 10-foot pole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the fall.
That's not in their core ethics.
No. Again, yeah, they're.
Yeah, Paul, I totally agree. He says that overall the writing was very good. There were a couple of films that were okay, a couple of them that we really liked, but other than that, it was a bust this year.
It was a bust. Making me
And
think about
with
Christmas.
This movie, I don't know if it was because I was tired, but I only gave it like a 6. I mean, I enjoyed it, but I may have to go back and rewatch it.
You're gonna have to rewatch it because I watched it as I folded laundry all afternoon, and I found it to be a delight.
Yes.
I did too. Now, the last thing that I have for a checklist is, was there a meddling parent?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
yes.
That was the whole movie was based on the meddling. And there was not just one set of parents. One.
It was from
Both.
both.
Oh.
Yeah, both.
And we could need to add the last but not least, there was a 1 year later. We
Yeah.
always like to crack up.
Yeah,
on
there
this.
was a 1 year
1 year
later.
later.
We'll have to add that to the checklist.
No,
was there a 1 year later?
I thought it paced it well. It worked around. The chemistry was there. It was. I was like, I liked it.
Now,
Yeah.
Ben, we didn't cover it beforehand, but did you get something from Trader Joe's that you'd like to try?
No, I don't have anything.
You know what? I could not find, because I know we have one more item. I could not find where it
He
is
thinks
at
that
the
we
moment.
knows we don't.
We squirreled it away.
Well, we have the toffee things, but
Yeah, it was a toffee cake that we haven't tried yet.
it's frozen
But
and you have to bake it.
You have to bake it beforehand, so we will try that
Yeah.
next week.
That's not going to happen with that thing.
No, not with the apple fritter thing that we have.
Yumminess, yeah.
Yeah,
that
that
was-
was-
Oh, I have to tell you guys before I forget what kind of a day I had. I'm going to derail you here.
we figured there was going to be that much. We're going to talk about your kitties and your grand.
Oh no,
No.
it has nothing to do with the kids.
No, it's all about me.
Okay. I'll do the
I
Charlie Brown thing in Linus.
I left work today to go pick up Ben after work, and I happened to go like this to my ear, and going, huh. And then I go here and going, uh-oh. I had my pearl earrings on, and all of a sudden I thought, what happened to this earring? I only had one on. I went all day long with just one pearl earring on, and nobody ever said anything to me.
You put one earring on and left the house.
I did.
But did you think you lost it at work? Wait,
No.
when did you realize you found it?
I did, and I called Tom, and I said, Tom, would you do me a favor? Would you check the top of my jewelry chest and see if I left a pearl earring there?
I think it's from the whiplash of what you did on Friday. I told you not to do that. It's not for old people.
What?
Your little thing. You would. I told you.
Zip line? I did a zip line.
Yeah,
Jim.
your whiplash. You're getting now old and senile. No, not good. Thought it was a bad idea.
Hello, Jim.
I put one earring in this morning and left.
Wow, that's spastic. Sad.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
just said, I'm good to go. And she left it.
He didn't
Probably runs in her stocking, mixed up lipstick and everything. That's classic.
In my defense, if we're driving and Sherry's in the driver's seat and I'm over here, her earring was in her right ear. So I'm going to assume that she actually went the whole way and put the left one in too.
But are you one of those that said, what kind of shoes am I wearing? You're just going to go brown?
No, I don't do that.
Yeah, Ben, you won't even notice that kind of thing with me. It's like
At least I didn't put
those
in a
last year
different
Pradas,
earring.
lassie.
But it just cracked me up that I got to work and I was talking to teachers and kids all day long.
I think people are so
Nobody
narcissistic, they don't pay attention to any of that credit crap. I bet they don't.
And Jean, you're right. I should slap Doug for that comment.
Yeah.
No, she does that enough.
I actually
Maybe I should get.
I impressed the guys that were harnessing us up because
She's
he
back.
said
She's back to
something-
the zip line.
Yeah, he said something to the boy, and the boy said, "No, she's my grandma." And he said, "Can I ask you how old you are?" And I said, "You sure can. I'm 66." And he said, "Is this your first time?" I said, "No, my first time was last year when I was 65." And he cracked up. He said, "You go, Grandma."
Hey, there's a lot of people. We were visiting Mom. There was one gal, I thought she was well in her mid-70s, late 70s. She was 61. I was like, wow.
Oh,
No, it's the
So-
ages. It's sad. It's,
Okay,
I
so-
don't want to be like
Okay,
that.
we've been derailed here, so let's go ahead and go on because I've got something that we need to share. Okay, so
Benji, are you here?
more crap delivery now.
Benji, are you here?
See, Benji's there. I need to read this to you.
Grandma's hardcore.
This is my PTV friends. I wanted to send a couple of jars of the homegrown boysenberry jam I made this year as a small way of saying thank you for all the support you've given me, and let's go to the park.
Park Jam.
One jar is for the villa. One jar is for Ben and Sherry's house.
Oh, thank
Oh.
Knott's Berry Farm
And
berries.
the recipe I used was a reduced sugar recipe, so the jam may not be as sweet as other jams. I hope you'll still find it as delicious as I do.
That's perfect for Sherry.
you. Yeah.
And then he just signs off saying, till next time, see you later. Benji.
And he put a little graphic he drew on it, his little sunglass dude.
Yeah, his
It's just very kind of you.
Right there.
Thank you. From another person that knows how to make jam. We're very looking forward to it. It's rare to find other jam that people make that you can eat after you make jam for almost
Okay.
a decade.
Um,
So yes, I like it best. Oh yeah, it will go in the refrigerator. We just had to have it out.
yeah. But thank you so much for sending us a sample.
Thank
of that.
you.
There's something else. Now, we also had a couple of other things arrive this week at the villa. And
Usually we don't.
yeah, I know we don't
But-
usually, but in this case, we had done that preview.
Friday, exactly from almost 1 week to the hour, we ordered it.
And it finally arrived.
Oh my God, is it beautiful?
Our retro reindeer arrived.
It is amazing. So yeah.
I got one last Saturday.
Yeah. So it arrived,
Oh,
and it's definitely porcelain,
Oh, it's beautiful.
and it's very heavy, actually.
It
Yeah.
is. It's very heavy.
Yeah, it's very heavy.
very cute.
It's very cute. So we ordered on Friday. It came on Friday. So, and then we ordered some garb because I didn't know what my artwork looked like.
We had a 20% off thing for our t-shirt shop.
Splurged.
So our t-shirts came in. My favorite color is Christmas lights. I love that graphic. It's so nice.
I don't know why you went through the trouble of that, Doug, because there are so many graphics out there like that.
Because he designs his own.
I wanted a certain way.
And then there you see I Lofi PTV. So yeah, but that's what arrived at the villa this week.
Jam and that. So thank you,
Well,
Benji.
this
And that's
is
our crap.
like
What's
that.
yours? Arnie was saying the doorbell was ringing off the hook when he was there.
No. It was the phone that was ringing constantly.
Oh, I thought you said the doorbell. Everything was just coming from the front door.
Well,
You were there, then another package arrived, then another package arrived.
Yeah, I was expecting a buttload of stuff.
This is
Oh.
from Target.
Yep, these are all from Target. And these are for a craft that we're going to be doing next week.
oh, wonderful.
So if any of you see these little metal houses at Target or at someplace
Target?
else. Yep.
Target's getting all kinds of fancy. Well,
Well, I had seen them in Napa when we went up to see Mom, and I hadn't been able to find them anywhere here, so I went online and found them. So they're like $3 and $3 each. And how much is that one?
I don't know. Doesn't say.
Oh, yeah, I think they were all $3 each. But we're going to be using some of those for next week's craft.
we're happy to know that this Target this year they're not going to be open any bit on Thanksgiving. They'll do 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning on Black Friday. They're not
Good.
even open up super early. They're not going to open up super early even on Black Friday. They don't.
That's good.
It's no longer Black Friday lost its relevancy.
Yeah.
And Target is now going to start selling official Tupperware.
Oh, wow.
So Tupperware is finally breaking out. Since 1957, you get Tupperware. Can we see each other?
Yeah.
I want to hear look at myself talk. In 1957, Tupperware started, and you had to have a Tupperware party, and it was this whole multi-level thing. And now they figured they have to jump up and create, and they're creating and using a lot of their main stuff, and they're going to be selling Tupperware in Target. It was really cool.
Awesome.
That's great.
Makes Target that much more cooler.
Sure, I'm looking forward to the ornaments now for next year, or next week, rather.
You mean the craft next year?
Yeah.
I mean next week, yeah.
Because those are cute little ornaments that you're going to be using for the craft, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Well, you saw the shirts that we bought. Those came from our store. So we bought those through our store. We 20% off. Right now, there's no 20% off sale, but it does come up from time to
they'll
time.
come up.
We'll let you know when that happens. But in the meantime, if you are interested in that t-shirt, it is available on our Redbubble shop online. We'll show you a little spot here of how you can order one of those. In the meantime, we'll be right back. You're watching PTV Live. Pepper Tree Villa has a shop with unique designs for PTV. Lofi the Snowman is back in stock, and now there are new designs available. You can now help save the pine cones. Go to peppertreevilla.redbubble.com or download the Redbubble app and search for Pepper Tree Villa. Remember, your purchase helps support our channel. Please, help Doug save the pine cones. Visit our Redbubble shop today.
When you bring home a new Hallmark ornament, chances are it's going to be packaged one of two ways. This is a clamshell type of packaging, which protects the ornament in a way that the manufacturer wanted it to be protected so it doesn't break. However, others come wrapped in tissue paper. What I like to do is wrap them in what Hallmark ornaments used to be wrapped in. Bubble wrap. So I will undo my new ornament, get a piece of bubble wrap, and then repackage it. It's a much easier way to repack your ornaments, and in my opinion, it protects the ornaments better than tissue paper.
And we are back. Doug had to excuse himself for a moment. He had a phone call come in from a client, so we had to take that. Understood about that. So, Ben, you
Yeah.
were out to the Hallmark store this weekend,
Yes, I did.
and you picked up some ornaments that had not been in.
Yes, I did.
Can we see those, please?
Yeah. Can you hand me the bag from over there? It's inside the other bag.
The little one?
I have a bag inside a bag. Yes, the little one, please. Thank you.
I have so much bubble wrap saved for wrapping figures and such.
This is from Hallmark.
Oh, look at this. Bill Lisa's telling us Toys R Us is now in Macy's. They've got the different locations open. That's great.
That one ornament that I got for you and Doug of the
Bacon and eggs?
bacon and eggs, yes. And then I got myself the grilled cheese I was given the grilled cheese and
Tomato soup?
Tomato soup.
Yeah. Did I show that already?
You showed that to me.
Oh, okay. Well, let me show that to everyone else. This is a little set that came. It's a Hallmark ornament,
Where's that?
but they
They're magnets.
they are magnets, so they do connect with each other.
Which way does this one connect?
There they go.
Yep. Anyway, there's those ones, but I also picked this one up at the stores. It is very appropriate for me, a taco with a bottle of hot sauce.
Oh, that's cute. I like that.
Then I got the freebie, which was the miniature terrific trombone, which is the trombone player with the snowflake coming out of his horn.
Oh, yeah. I have him hanging on the tree.
I got it this past weekend because I did not have the coupon with me when I went for the original ornament pickup. Let me get this in focus again.
There you go.
There we are.
She gave it to me. She felt sorry for me because I couldn't pull up my my coupon last week.
And then this one was on back order at the store where we get our ornaments. This is Mirabelle from Encanto.
Encanto.
Oh.
Don't say it like a
Güero?
jíbaro or güero. Encanto.
Encanto. There she is.
Actually, it's a very good likeness of her.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is. I got one too.
It's a very, very cool ornament. And again, another representation of another classic animated film from Disney.
Wonderful.
I've got a lot of those ornaments on my Hallmark tree.
Well, speaking of trees, I wanted to give you a quick update of our Christmas forest. And here, what I did was I spent some time at my mom's house taking care of some details for her, helping feed food, that kind of stuff, while Sherry and her husband were out of town. And my mom was going to be by herself, so we didn't want that happening. So I worked. Fortunately, I have flexibility that I'm able to work from home. So I was able to work from home in Oakland this time. And while I was there, I couldn't decorate, obviously. So I came back over the weekend and worked feverishly on a couple of things. Doug and I put together a couple of the Christmas forests. And here you see me. I am putting ornaments on a tree. Doug put this village together on Saturday before I arrived. This is I think it's called Noelville.
Yeah.
And it's a series of 10 buildings, all made of candies and so forth, that are represented. The collection has since ended, but we put it out as a village every year now. And then we have specific ornaments that are miniature ornaments that sit on that tree behind the village. And I like the selection that we have there. Of course, Mickey sits on top as gingerbread. And then you saw me turn on the TV there as I started unpacking our next village as we watched The Sound of Music. So,
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
The Sound of Music.
Yeah, we decided that we wanted something that we didn't have to pay too close attention to, just some noise.
yeah.
What's wrong with
Anyway,
the music?
there it is, and it's above the TV, and there you'll see we have 3 trees that are in that part of the forest, and the village sits around it. So Doug is setting it up, putting all the snow down, and putting all the buildings that are representative of Disneyland's Main Street. All the buildings of Main Street are there in that collection.
Now, those are yours, right, Ben?
Yeah, the buildings are mine.
Yeah.
It's on loan from the Ben collection.
Yeah, but that's the village that sits above the TV. So we have 2 villages that are part of our Christmas forest. And those were the things that we did. So we got 4 trees put together this week, along with 2 other ones that were finished. So 6 trees done. We have 16 trees now in place. 2 additional trees are fluffed and lit, ready to go. So that's 18 of 30 and a half trees that we're going to be doing this year.
I like the half tree.
Yeah, I do too.
I have 2 halves, but they won't be put together to make a whole. They'll be in separate areas. I think I may use one of those half trees for all my miniatures.
Is it big enough to house them all?
I think so.
Ben,
What do you think, Arnie?
What's that?
That one of the half trees? Do you think it would be big enough for all the miniatures?
I think it would be, but it would look awkward because of how big the branches are.
I haven't really looked at it. Are they big?
Bigger than the miniature trees that we have set. So Mara just made a comment here saying that I remember one of the first times I watched PTV, you were building that village above the TV. That was probably about 3 years ago that we did a live stream of decorating the forest that year.
We were doing a lot of live streams that year to try and build excitement around the Christmas forest.
Yeah. So we really liked having a lot of fun with that. But yeah, so that was what we did this week for the Christmas forest. And will you be putting up the miniature you got at Knott's Last Christmas? Ben, you've got that miniature, right? And that is put out on display at Christmas, right?
Ours is out now.
Yeah, we have a little pie miniature thing that we have. It just sits out there. I must say, it's really cool. I like it.
It has miniature. Ours has miniature fall leaves on the roof and around it, and it's got a little miniature pumpkin sitting next to Mr. and Mrs. Knott.
Yeah. There's a cool shop there in Knott's. They've got some custom things made by Department 56 or a company like Department 56 to do these. They're fantastic.
My daughter stole my miniature boysenberry blown glass ornament for her miniature tree.
Wow.
Yeah. She wanted it so bad she just took it.
Angie, I can't wait to see that too. I mean, it's gonna be wonderful to have you guys here next month for Friendsgiving. Can't believe Friendsgiving is in a month. It's coming up so quickly. Well, Sherry, you have a craft to share with us?
I do.
Okay, wonderful. Let's do a little crafting with Sherry. Okay, I have to share this one. Mara says that Megan just collected on her inheritance early.
Not quite. I gave her some miniatures, but I didn't give her all of them. And even with the ones I did give her, and her little miniature tree was pretty nice. It had a nice amount.
It's nicely decorated.
But there's still a lot that are there. So, but she had miniatures that I still had that belonged to her from when she was a little girl. So, at any rate, I went ahead and started this ahead of time. But I wanted to give you guys an idea of what I had done. I took a Dollar Tree pizza pan and I painted it white, and then took a page from the calendar that I had used for the magnets. I took the one from December that said Season's Greetings, and I put it in the middle, and then I started putting some wooden beads right around the edge to hide the cut edges, because the calendar doesn't quite go all the way to the edge, so you need something on the sides here to kind of disguise it. But I used some leftover beads that I had here at home, and the red beads, I'm going to give you a quick tip. The red beads that I used, instead of painting them like a lot of people will do, they'll put a bunch of beads on a skewer and then painfully paint them with acrylic paint. If you get RIT dye for clothes, get a stainless steel or glass bowl. You put some water in it and then just keep, squeezing in some of the liquid RIT dye in any color you want. That's how I actually stained the beads for the wooden carrots that I did in the spring.
Oh, now that's clever. I like that. You dye them instead of painting them.
You dye them instead of painting them, and then you, when they get to the color you want, you just take them you strain them out of the container.
So the length of time that it takes for them to absorb that dye depends on how deep you want the color?
Exactly.
Okay.
It's interesting. I'm looking at the beads here, and they actually have a satin quality to them.
They do.
You may recognize this little pizza plate craft from the thumbnail. I took a picture of it while I was visiting over the weekend.
Oh, is that why everything was off of it?
Yes. Yeah. And you'll see that is part of the thumbnail for tonight's show.
So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and finish gluing them down, and you just put a little dollop of hot glue right next to the bead, and then I like to put some right on the bead that you're putting it next to, just so that there's extra strength
and extra holding power,
and you just alternate the colors.
Yep. And I started this one at the bottom, because if it's not enough to alternate them up here at the top, it's not really going to matter, because we're going to be putting a bow in there. And I'm going to teach you how to make a cheap bow tonight.
Oh, good.
Which will work out well for a lot of you. I think even Ben would be able to make this bow.
Okay, so any of you that have any ribbon handy right there, make sure that you've got some in your hand so you can follow along with Sherry, and she'll teach you how to make that bow.
Well, they would need a glue gun as well.
Well, there goes that theory.
Yeah, that's why I'm not going to learn how to make the bow. I'm terrible with glue guns.
So yeah, I didn't want to take the whole time to glue all these beads down, but I wanted to. And of course, as you go, you kind of have to get rid of all the
spider webs.
Yeah.
Sherry, Paul's saying, give Ben the glue gun.
No, Paul, no.
Not with the bow, because you could get burned with that.
Would.
Wood.
Yeah, wood.
Yeah. Could translates into wood for Ben. with a glue gun. So, you know what? It might just...
I think it's going to be just fine.
Yeah, I think it is going to be... We are going to be able to
See the
alternating.
way it looks like she's got like cranberries lined up in here.
It looks like cranberries on camera.
Yeah.
They're not. They're wooden beads.
Just cranberry colored. Well, that looks really nice.
Yeah. This segment is sponsored by Ocean Spray.
Catch the cran wave.
It's crantastic.
I was able to.
Wow, that looks great.
I
Yep.
was able to do it all. Okay.
Okay, so now you're going to make a bow.
For the bow, what you're going to do is I actually had some ribbon here that has red trucks on it. But before we do that, I need to find the pin that sealed this because I don't want Ben stepping on it anytime
Oh, dear.
and getting mad at
They
me.
had
What kind of
several
pin?
glue
It's a
guns.
straight pin.
Oh, goodness, Kathy, got to be careful with
Well,
those.
here it is. Here it is.
Good. It's bad enough she leaves glitter in my room.
Okay, so I have a spool of ribbon that I got from Michael's last year after Christmas. It actually has red trucks on it. So what you're going to want to do is, can you hold that up for me, please? You're going to want to see how big you're going to want to make it. So before I cut anything, I will just make, just make 2 loops like that and see if it's
Can I see
Is
from the
there-
side what the loop looks like? Can you turn it so the loops? There you go.
like that. And then you just decide how wide you're going to want them.
That looks about right for that craft.
Yeah. And then you cut it. And you're going to cut 3 pieces, actually 4 pieces, the same length. On one of the pieces, you're just going to go ahead and dovetail those ends. So you bring them together, fold them in half, and cut diagonally from the fold to the wired edge. And
Okay.
you have your dovetailed edges.
I love the dovetailed edges. That looks so nice.
So then what you do is you take your length of ribbon.
She pre-cut these.
I pre-cut these ones. You're going to put a little bit of glue on one end here like this.
Ooh, did you know that Sam's Club has a cordless glue gun?
This is cordless.
I know. The deal guy said there's this cordless glue gun. It's like, what, $20?
$20 for a cordless glue gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about what I paid for this. And then you just glue it together. So you've got one big circle. And you do that.
I
to
did
all
want to make
3.
sure that we noticed this.
Yeah.
Today, D&G Explorer celebrated 5 years from their first vlog. One of our greatest moments is becoming friends with Pepper Tree Villa. Hit that thumbs up for them if you haven't already. We love them. Guys, thank you so
Yeah,
much. And congratulations on 5 years. Our channel actually, Ben,
Yeah.
this Saturday, October 22nd, will mark 6 official years that we created our YouTube channel. Not when we first posted our first video,
Wow.
but that's when we created Pepper Tree Villa.
Oh, God.
And this is why I wouldn't let Ben do it, Paul, because you're touching the ribbon and it can get really warm. So what you end up with are 3 circles. And this works out really well if you're not one that knows how to make bows by hand and turn the ribbon so that the direction of the trucks is the same way.
As she looks at Ben.
Yeah,
Ben
I don't
looks
even
bored.
I don't even know why I'm here.
No.
So what you
Go
do
eat
is
something. You look
just
starved.
kind of flatten them out with the glued section in the back in the middle. So they're flat.
Okay.
They're no longer circles. Take 2 of them, crisscross them like this, and then put the third one
It looks like a railroad crossing sign.
Is this
In the
boat
center.
making 101?
Yes.
A boat
In the
making
center
university?
like that. And then you just gather them together in the center.
Yeah, Ben looks so bored. I want to go do something
I
else.
know, I'm not bored. I'm lost.
Oh, that's easy.
So it looks like this. Kind of like a bow tie. Now,
Looks like what happens when I tie my shoelaces.
Yeah. Then you take the one that you dovetailed the edges for, find the center,
Mm-hmm.
and gather the center.
You're starting
Sherry,
to sound like Alexis.
We have a question. Did you pinch that in the middle of the bow?
Right here, yes, I did.
Okay.
He's just holding it for me right now.
I
So
pinched.
okay. Oh, I see that.
Then you do this with the dovetail piece. Put that behind so that it looks like this. And either get a pipe cleaner or a piece of wire. And I couldn't find my pipe cleaners real quickly, so I just got a piece of floral wire.
Oh, I use stuff like...
Yeah, that's always handy in our Christmas go-to kit.
That's why you find it. So then you pull it as tight as you can, and then turn the bow, not the wire. Turn the bow, and then you just start.
Faffing.
Not quite yet, because then what you're going to do is you're going to take a little piece of ribbon, about like that, and you're going to. I like to fold mine in thirds. So I'll take the top and the bottom down.
Paul's
This
making me laugh.
reminds me when I was a kid learning how to tie my shoes. I bought slip-ons. You know what I did, Paul? I grew up, I got Velcro. I had Velcro shoes for years because I couldn't tie my shoes. Finally,
And then,
as I got older, I did.
Then wrap that little piece around. Put some more glue on it.
Yeah, this one is way too glue intensive for me.
Glue. I need glue.
I love it.
I feel like I'm burning my hands just even watching this.
Sherry Donna says that she's loving this craft, but Ben looks perplexed.
I am.
That's actually a common state.
So that you've got a little cover over the center of the bow. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut the wire because I'm not going to be using it. I'm going to be
She's going to glue it.
gluing it down. But before you glue it down, you start just pulling out. Oh, no.
Did you put something upside down?
I informed you thusly.
No.
Nope, it's fine.
It's okay. It's okay. And then you just start opening up your loops.
Thank you, Mar. Mar says I'm here for moral support. Moral or mortal?
And then just kind of start, fooling around with it and doing what we call break the bow.
I think she broke Ben.
No, I did not.
Well, breaking the bow is also I guess in England, they'd say faffing with it.
Yeah, you're faffing with it to, open it up and bring it about. And
Feeding the submission.
kinda. And it's just a very simple bow. It's not a big ornate thing.
Yeah, Donna says I'm here just to
Shoes. I'm bored. I want to know what kind of shoes everybody's wearing.
And then
I'll
this-
wear slip-on. I still wear them. What kind of slip-on shoes you have? Because I have a nice selection, but I want
This
to
is
know.
what it looks like finished. And all I'll do is glue it to the top right here.
Before she started faffing with it, it looked like something Colonel Sanders would wear.
Oh yeah, the little tie.
Oh, big pilgrim shoes, Bo? Pilgrims have big bows?
No, he used to wear a little bow tie on his shirt. on
Oh,
his collar.
yeah, he was fake.
Sherry, that's really looking nice.
And I'll hold it in place. and then fool around with it some more.
Oh, that's great.
I'm just fascinated over shoes now. Pilgrim shoes, slip-on shoes, boots.
I wear a lot of shoes that are, the brand is Kizik, and they're just complete slip-ons. You don't even have to bend down. You can just stand over the shoe and just it pops onto your foot.
Oh, Morels, yeah, those are good.
I like that.
Looks very
well
festive.
done.
Red truck with a tree, so
So
hot.
you can either stand it in a plate stand, or you can glue a hanger to the back and use it as a wall hanging. But that's something real simple that you can do with a Dollar Tree pizza pan.
And very affordable.
Yeah, it really is. It's not that expensive.
No, those shoes are really good, Paul. Yeah, that's a good brand.
I really like that.
So that's it.
Mar has Crocs flip-flop sandals. I've got a pair of...
Mar likes super comfort.
Those are comfy. A lot of people like them.
No, we're all for comfort.
I have a pair of Croc slides over here.
Okay.
No.
Sherry needs to get a booth at the Knots during the holiday to sell her wares.
Yeah.
She does have enough crap.
During Knott's Merry Farm.
So
I love how they play with the name like that.
Yeah, we went into 2017.
2017, we went for Knott's Berry Farm.
We went to Knott's Berry Farm. We did Christmas at Knott's Berry Farm. Phenomenal. I mean, they do the holidays just as good as Disneyland. I mean, Disneyland and Disney's huge. Nothing's going to compare to that caliber because, again, they're that. But no, they did a beautiful job.
Okay, we're getting questions. Is that one on the way to Chicago?
Everybody wants to buy this crap.
And also, D&G wants is asking are you selling that on Etsy?
No,
I thought he said eBay.
No, this actually, what I did was, like I said, I painted the pizza pan white, and then I used handy dandy Mod Podge. No, spray adhesive is what I used on this one.
Okay.
And it's not flat, but I kind of purposely didn't want it flat because I wanted it to look like it was that wood background. So it's kind of crinkly.
Yeah.
Now, can you put food on that? Like cookies or something?
It's really decorative.
You know what? You could if you sealed it really well. And I did spray it with a Mod Podge sealer, but it wasn't the food grade.
So you couldn't put this apple fritter bread on it?
It would too greasy.
Yeah.
It only has a stick of butter in it.
So that's what I've been fooling around with the leftover calendar from the magnets.
Okay. Well, thank you, Sherry. That I like that one. That's definitely a nice little wall hanging that we can put together and show at Christmas time. That'd be great.
So our house is built funky.
Yeah.
I wish we just had copious amount of wall space. And we don't have that.
Yep.
From this to this.
Well done.
That's not bad.
Well done. Okay. Thank you, Sherry.
Uh-huh.
Everybody says, I'd hang that on the wall. I'd do that.
Yeah, it's very nice. So, Ben, Thursday, only on PTV.
I had a bite. I'm not going to tell you.
Arnie and I did some baking while Arnie was here in Oakland. And we captured it for the next episode of Life with Ben, coming up on Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific.
It's not as good as bacon.
Looking a lot of fun.
What is that?
Me.
Oh. Okay, Sherry says that it's not as good as Megan's.
Oh.
But it was delicious.
It was very good, but it wasn't as good as...
But you'll find out what we baked this coming Thursday.
Okay, now, before we do say goodnight, I'd like to get a check-in. There it is. Thank you, Mike. I was hoping for that.
Holy mackerel.
Todd and Dave are $20 away from the next goal of $1,100 for No Kid Hungry. That is their fundraiser that they did yesterday during their show, where Donna and PTV were live with Todd and Dave of Fox Hollow, and we raised those funds for No Kid Hungry. Again, thank you so much for your generosity this evening.
They hit you have to put a goal in, and they just wanted to be very modest, so they just said like $1,000. And even if you donate $1, that's what you can do. $1, gets 6 meals?
10 meals.
10.
10.
Okay, I'm not good with math and spelling. I can't do that. Thank God for this new little device. I just yell, "Hey Siri, how to spell," and it actually yells out the words.
You know, the thing is that Doug will sometimes turn to me and just say, "Math is hard."
It is. I love going around when I don't have him. I'm like, "What's 35% of this?" So I just tell my phone, and it just tells me what it is.
Ben's system is trying to answer your question, Doug.
Yeah. My
But yeah, if you guys, and
Here's what I found.
oh, shut up. It's open till Friday, so some people get paid on Friday, and we're not asking you, but this is just, again, eating is really, we have to do it, and it's really good.
And
so.
Mike Wheeler is right. If you can't donate financially, just sharing out the link is good enough on your social media. Get the word out so that they can raise more funds for No Kid Hungry. Every dollar helps. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Derek or Gregory or both.
And
we're also artwork that we made, and there's stuff that you can find.
Yeah. Oh, and there you go. D&G just also posted this saying that that's the link. That's the link to the show where they let's see, StreamYard. I don't know if that's the link. Is that? Maybe it is.
StreamYard.com? I don't think
that's... It may be the link to their show because StreamYard does
that's their show. I'm talking our merch is Redbubble.
Yeah. By the way, D&G, they're going to be on Wednesday night, and this week they're going to be featuring other channels with them. Ben, you're going to be joining them, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
D&G Explorers, Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific.
What could possibly go wrong?
On D&G Explorers. They're going to Are you going to be carving pumpkins or something like that?
I don't know yet.
I've carved 3 this season.
You need to do a 4th.
Or 4.
Thanks, guys.
If you've done 3, you need to do a 4th.
Yeah, I did a Stitch, an Ariel, a Donald Duck, and an Incredibles.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? You will see the carving that Sherry does during the moment of groovy.
And we're not talking these are real pumpkins. These are those,
artificial pumpkins.
But they're still very
Yeah. Oh god, they're going to be building a Kit Kat house. Okay, gotcha.
Did you get any pictures of any of the finished ones, Arnie?
I have video there for the moment of groovy.
Right, I did send them to you. Okay,
yeah,
good.
so I've got that for the moment of groovy. So you'll be able to see that, and you'll also see some other things that we did during the week, and some places that we visited for shopping, that kind of stuff. The usual thing you see for the moment of groovy. So we're going to have some fun with that in just a moment. In the meantime, everyone, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We really appreciate it.
Do we need to thank anybody, or
No, we need to thank those that were so generous.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we don't need the money, because that's what I said. Please don't donate to us. Please donate to the Give Kids the Hungry the World or something.
No Kid Hungry.
It's the rum. It's Old Monk here.
Oh, Douglas.
But we thank you so much for your generosity, everyone. Todd and Dave of Fox Hollow are very appreciative as well. And oh my goodness.
Oh, Jimbo. Oh, Gene, please.
Gene with a $10 super chat. Gene, thank you so much. We really appreciate that. And we appreciate all the donations for No Kid Hungry. Your help is greatly appreciated. We've had such a nice evening. It's great that you can spend some time on a Monday night with us. We really appreciate that. In the meantime, everyone, Village, thank you for everything you do for us. We really appreciate that.
Oh, God. Sir Beaches, please.
Gary the Beaches, $20 super chat. Thank you so much, Gary.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. But to our Village, thank you so much for your generosity. To our moderators, thank you for helping us with dropping those links today. We really appreciate that as well. And we know that you can do anything on a Monday night. We're thankful that you spend some time with us. We do relish and love this time. I'm Arnie.
It's a lot of work, but it's fun. I'm Doug.
I'm Ben.
I'm Sherry.
You've been watching PTV Live Holiday Edition tonight. We really appreciate everything that you've done for us tonight.
Thank you guys, everything, for all the donations of everywhere. It's all going to go. Those people are going to get fed. We need to feed.
Grateful. Thank
And
you
this
so much.
recipe will be
we'll drop
somewhere. We'll figure it out.
We'll make sure that recipe gets out there for that apple fritter bread. So, in the meantime, everyone have a magical evening. Have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. And now it's time for your moment of groovy. Good night.
Ciao.